Hi guys, so today I've got into Splatoon and obviously had a update about the new Splatfest that's come in, which was a bit of a surprise seeing as how we only just had a Splatfest last weekend. For Europe it was Rock versus Pop. We was on Team Pop and it was a bit one-sided with the popularity in that for Rock. So we didn't do that great, and it didn't go that well. I don't think the way the matches were set up and stuff. It was sometimes quite long wait times and stuff. So hopefully this time around it's gonna work a bit better. But I'm just a bit surprised that it actually happened. The second one is happening this quick. I thought maybe it'd be nice if they happened like once a month or something. But this one, as you can see up there, let me just click on it. It's open from the 18th of July, which is next Saturday, until the 19th, which is the next day after, which is the Sunday. So this will be about 2 weeks. Well, yeah, it's 2 weeks after the first one started and finished. So if they're going to be every 2 weeks, that's quite cool. That they're quite often. I was hoping that maybe like once a month would be good, but I think really what they need to do is they need to do one that's for the whole of the game's sort of like population. So when you normally play, you kind of with all the Japanese players and the American players and European players all on sort of like all playing together. But when we do these, we're kind of separated and we only play with the region that we're in. It'd be kind of nice to just have like maybe a whole weekend, like Friday to Sunday, where it's like all regions or something. But as you can see there, anyway, we've chose eating oversleeping, mainly because we're kind of like thinking that the eating can kind of come under like eating anything you want to eat. So eating anything you want to eat oversleeping, I think, kind of wins any day. To be honest, like eating your favourite thing, be it chocolate or pizza or whatever. So that oversleeping definitely. So hopefully this time around we're back in the team that's going to win. Obviously last time Pop we chose that team and it didn't go that well. So yeah, so when you've chosen your team, it's obviously like this is Saturday now, so it's a week away. So you get a t-shirt if you choose now or whenever. So as you can see, we're wearing the t-shirt now for the food, and you can start leveling it up. So if we go to there and we pick the clothes, you'll be able to see it's got three abilities that can be unlocked. And so you can see there we've unlocked one tonight so far, so there's 2 more to unlock. So the best thing to do is try and get this t-shirt early so that you can unlock all of the sort of secondary abilities and everything early, so that when it comes to Splatfest next weekend, you haven't got a sort of like a slight disadvantage to everybody else, because people are going to have all of them abilities unlocked. So yeah, so pick your team kind of early, at least probably a few days before, and play a little bit and try and get as much XP there and get those secondary abilities unlocked. And obviously the t-shirt disappears once the Splatfest finished. And anyone who's playing this for the first time and didn't compete in the other Splatfest, what you get as a result is those things there, super sea snails. It's the thing next to the coins. So hopefully you can see that pretty well. It's the thing underneath the rank, but next to the coins to the left of that. So we've got 18 there. So we got to the highest rank. So when you do the Splatfest, even though it's a team event, you also get an individual sort of ranks as well. So you could go all the way up through the ranks to the top rank, and that we got to the top rank, so it got us 18 of them super sea snails, which you can use with Spike over here. When you go up to him, it unlocks more abilities, or you can re-roll abilities. So you can increase the slots on certain items. So if a item's only got 2 slots, you can increase it to 3 slots. So for instance, like this headpiece, it only has 2 slots. So you could actually increase the slots on that. See, so you could. It shows you there. It's going to cost 1 of those super sea snails, and it will give you that 3rd one there. So if there's a item of clothing that you really like wearing, but because it doesn't have secondary, like 2 or 3 of the secondary abilities, you can unlock some more, or you can use them to re-roll the abilities within. So they're pretty cool. And also today there was a new map as well. So there's been quite a bit today, and there was a couple of new weapons the other day as well. So there's been quite a bit this week. So it's that one there, Moray Towers. They've got on there. If you can see, hopefully it's going to focus. So we can do a recon. So I've done this a few times today. Not had that many goes on it, but we've had a few. So there's, as you can see there, it's quite zigzaggy. It's lots of fin areas. So if I show you the map, so it's quite a lot of fin, zigzaggy areas there, like corridors, very closed, like fin areas. But the thing you can do is you can actually go pretty much straight to the middle from here, just going like this. So all you have to do is just kind of turn into squid form and kind of basically just keep going. Probably easier if you press jump, but I'm doing this a bit one-handed here. Hopefully I'm going to make the jumps. So as you can see there, I'm going straight to the middle. So probably like my tactics being, start the round, go straight, like use the roller, go straight to the middle as quick as possible, and then basically just run at their area, because now that's taken us straight to the middle. And what I've noticed as well is that like the rest of the people on my team normally kind of just go, well, not always, there's been a couple of matches where a couple of us have gone straight to the middle doing that tactic, but a lot of the time people kind of just go like back and forward down these zigzag bits, like doing the painting. So if I go straight to the middle from there, I can start getting on the attack and sort of like holding them in this area. A lot of the time I end up dying because I'm against like 2 or 3 of them, but sometimes I can get quite a lot of this area inked, maybe up to about here somewhere. So then they have to spend quite a bit of time getting this area re-inked, and by then the other people on my team have got a chance to kind of get to the middle and ink all this. And sometimes you can just hold them back. It all just depends really, because it is very thin. If you look at that, it's very thin until you get to these points. Sometimes you get like, you can kind of sneak around behind people. But yeah, there's quite a few tactics. There's like these bits as well, like with the ramp, so you can like paint these and take even more shortcuts going into the enemies, the other teams' sort of parts, like their sort of section. So there's quite a few tactics that you can use here, and then once you get up to this area here, it sort of opens out again a little bit, so you can go up another level, or you've got this little area here, so you can go down here and ink this area all up, which brings you up to about that part there. So it is a pretty big map, but probably the reason why it's quite a bit bigger than some of the other maps in terms of length and stuff is probably because of the fact that it is quite thin in sort of most areas are very thin. So That's probably why they've been able to make the map quite a bit bigger. I was kind of hoping that the next map would be the one that's in the guide. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's Camp something. But in the guide it says about 4 different maps that are coming soon, and we've had 3 of the 4, but we haven't had obviously that 4th one that I'm talking about, which is Camp. Can't remember the name. But I was kind of hoping that that was going to be our 4th one, and then we start getting these other ones that sort of not obviously listed in the guide, and there's about, I think there's about 9 or 10 extra maps to come that weren't unlocked from the start. So I think there's like obviously another 5 or 6 or whatever after this one. But I thought it would be the 4 that are listed in the guide, because they're the ones that say coming soon. So I thought it was going to kind of go in that kind of order of those 4, then start on to the next 4 or 5 or whatever it is, and go from there really. But it hasn't, so I'm hoping that we'll get it soon, because it does, like from the little pictures that you can see there, it does look really cool. But obviously this map's pretty good as well. It's just you know, it's kind of, you know, you kind of expect the one that's in the guide, and then it doesn't come, and then you get this one, and it's like, oh, okay. But obviously I've had like probably about 3 or 4 goes. My daughter's had a few goes, and it's been quite good so far. It's like quite a nice map. There's quite a few different tactics that you can do for that map. So hopefully in the Splatfest we'll actually get that, maybe that map within the actual Splatfest maps, because there was 3 last time, but it was the same 3 for the whole Splatfest. So hopefully maybe it'd be one of the newer maps that are in that. And yeah, oh, and the other thing I'd like also, if they could do it, would be like some sort of board or something within Inkopolis, because it changes obviously when the Splatfest is on. You know, trucks are here, everyone's dancing, it's night times, fireworks going off and neons and everything. But it'd be really cool if they just had, like, maybe on this board, like just above it or something, just slightly above it, is just have another sort of section to it that just kind of gives like a rough, it hasn't got to be to the exact like minute or percentage or anything like that, but just a rough guide to kind of who's maybe winning the Splatfest. You know, like could maybe update every couple of hours or something, and just kind of give you a rough guide to like if your team's winning or not, because like you don't know. And I know there was a lot of talk when the last Splatfest was on about, you know, especially on the EU server, like everyone was saying Rock's winning by miles probably, just by going by their own games and stuff. So a lot of people were kind of, I think, like almost giving up and not bothering too much, like just getting their highest rank and then giving up. And then also looking on some of the websites like game FAQs and stuff like that, there was like quite a lot of posts on there about you know, the American one with the cats and dogs, and that there was a lot more people playing dogs and stuff like that, and that the dog teams were winning quite easily and stuff, and sometimes it was like 4 versus 3 or 4 versus 2 and stuff like that, where people were dropping out or whatever. So there was a lot of things going on. So you know, like the other team that are reading that may be thinking like, what's the point in even bothering, you know? So it'd be nice just to have like a board that kind of just shows if your team's kind of, you know, winning or losing, and like if you're only losing by a little bit and you've been thinking that you're losing by quite a bit and you're not. You know, sometimes that can give you like a motivation, like, oh, we're only like a couple of % behind, we can carry on, just keep going for it. But yeah, okay, I'm waffling on now, so I'm gonna stop now. But yeah, so that's just like some little bits of info and information and all that kind of thing about the Splatfest and the new map. So yeah, so let me know maybe in the comments below what kind of what team you're gonna choose, eating or sleeping. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.